recently put on Twitter an entry about approaching roundabouts, which has caused a bit of conversations with some of my learners, which is good. I like that. And I thought I'd just do a very short video to actually demonstrate what I'm trying to get over. But the tweet was talking about when you're approaching a roundabout, a big roundabout it tends to be, and you have options as to which lane. Let's say you're going to turn right, and you've got options on the lanes approaching as to which lane you want to go into to turn right. So the white paint, the arrows are giving you options as to which one you want to go into. The orthodox, the convention is that you go to the right hand lane, but it's a good idea to have a look at to see what I said on the tweet was, take the furthermost left lane, the further left option that's available to you, take it, because what that means is you then exit in the furthest most left lane as well, and then people can't undertake you. So we've got at least a couple of these big roundabouts in Peterborough that have cropped up. This one coming up now is one that is very, very new. The council have only just put this white paint on. The cones at the moment are stopping you from getting in that lane, but we're going to turn right, and I'm just going to get myself. So the examiner the other day when we had this, he actually forced my learner to stay in this lane. You see the little white arrows on these the right arrows on these white arrows. So you would be tempted to go over to those right hand lanes there, wouldn't you? That would be what you'd be tempted to do. But there is a little white, can you just see it there on the camera? The right arrow. So, and he told her to stay in this lane. Now, the beauty with it is that as we eventually get to take the exit we want, which on this one is third exit right, because you're in this furthermost left lane, that means that when you exit you're in the furthest most left lane, and that means that you're in lane 1, and so therefore people won't be tempted to undertake you, which is good. So the thing is lane discipline, so you've got to stay in this lane. It goes against your sort of natural instincts really, but can you see the right arrow, the little right arrow on that white arrow? And that one loses it, but just stay in this lane. Still got the signal on, and this is where I need to be, just in this. So if those cones weren't there, then I'd have the option of just staying in this lane here, but those cones are there. I've still got my right signal, so good observations, thank you. And so now I do my mirror, chin to shoulder, left signal, and you can see I'd be now exiting in that lane 1. So I did a lesson earlier this morning. Those cones weren't there on that on that lane 1 there, but it doesn't matter. The same thing still applies. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to get over. When you've got options available to you on the approach, when you're, let's say, turning right and you've got, say, 3 lanes that you could legitimately go in, take the furthest most to the left. Because what that does is, if you keep your lane discipline, as you go round the roundabout and exit, you will naturally exit the furthest one on the left. And then that prevents you from being in a situation where people are undertaking you. Not good, that. Test failure material when people are undertaking you. Not the end of the world if you do take one of the approaches on the right hand side, not the end of the world actually. Just means that you've got to be pretty clever and pretty efficiently getting yourself into lane 1 so that nobody undertakes you.